Alright guys, I'm not going to bore you with a really long intro and I'm not going to BS you at all. These are going to be my opinions on why Update 4.0 failed us. One of the very first things that I noticed when I went to go fight solo raids is that there was still frame drops. You guys always hear me talking about frame drops. I absolutely hate it. When you have a really strong AI, having frame drops is like the last thing that you want to have because the AI is going to take advantage of you being frozen. I honestly really believed that since they were going to bring a new mode, they were going to fix some bugs, but on top of frame drops, they also didn't fix any other bugs in the game. This is incredibly frustrating and it would have been nice. You know, it would have been really nice to play a little bit smoother in a new mode, you know, to keep things a little bit fresher. And I specifically said in a video a couple days ago that one of the things that they have to do to not mess up this update is fix bugs. And of course, that's something they didn't do. Moving on, the arena store definitely had a big downgrade. I made a joke that Swamp Thing was, you know, one of the best damage dealers and one of the best gold characters in the game when I read the message, but that was a joke. It's a joke because he's not. He's a really bad character. I don't know why they added him to the arena store. I don't know why they added John Stewart Green Lantern. You can already get him from the raid store. I don't know why they added Grid. He already has his own challenges and you can get him from the campaign. Blue Beetle, you can also get him from challenges, but that does take quite a while, so I'm actually excited for him being in the arena store. And for the last two characters, which is Firestorm and Classic Batman, those are some of the worst characters in the game. I really don't know what the developers were thinking adding these characters to the arena store and taking out Predator Batman, Classic Superman, and Horrific Scarecrow, because those guys were really great. But also on top of that, they didn't update the arena store so we can get gears for characters like Batman Ninja Robin and Batman Ninja Catwoman. I honestly didn't expect them to fix this, but they should, because this is a really big deal. Not being able to get gears for some characters means that we're really restricted on what we can be doing with those characters. Another thing that I noticed right away as soon as I logged into the game is that really big fat sign that says beta on top of Champions Arena. I don't understand how you can introduce an entirely new mode when you haven't even gone out of beta after a year in another mode. Don't get me wrong, solo raids is cool and I do like it, but come on dude, you gotta fix Champions Arena. It's been out for too long. How the heck are you still in beta for it? Another thing that I was really looking forward to is new characters in the game. If you're going to introduce a new mode where somebody needs to be doing a lot of damage to bosses and you're the only one in your team, I would imagine that there would be a new character. Now, some people disagree with me on this. Some people say that there was no need for a new character, but I would have liked to seen a solo raids, you know, specific type character just so we can make things a little bit more interesting. Or if they didn't want to add an entirely new character, they could have refactored some characters that really suck right now, like Red Hood, Cheetah, and Swamp Thing. As a matter of fact, one character that would have been absolutely perfect to refactor in this update is Firestorm, because a lot of people don't have a lot of shards for Firestorm, which means that a lot of people would have started to grind out for Arena to, you know, try to level them up and try to unlock them. Also, since we're talking about characters, it would have been really nice to get maxed out look for some characters that we don't get maxed out looks for, like for example, again, Batman Ninja Robin and Batman Ninja Catwoman. Also, since we're talking about artwork and looks, it would have been really nice to see a brand new map for solo raids, a specific solo raids only map. It could have been Apocalypse or something like that, since we are fighting Darkseid. I think one of the coolest things about comic books is the way that the characters look, where they're fighting, and just the artwork in general. And we need to have that in this game because everything just gets a little too repetitive to be looking at when we're just looking at the same things over and over again. But I guess at least they did change the way some things looked in the special offers section. So yeah, that's pretty nice. The last thing I'm going to point out that even though it's not a big deal to me, I know some people just want it to be in the game, and I agree. The fact that they stopped this midway through is a little bit weird, and I'm talking about the story mode. Dude, I think NetherRealm forgot that they had a story mode in the game because they haven't added an entirely new chapter in forever. So that's basically how Update 4.0 failed us. Don't get me wrong, I do like solo raids, and I'm going to be making an entirely separate video of how this update succeeded us, but honestly, there's just a lot of different things that they should have fixed with this new update. If they didn't fix all of it, that would have been fine, but they didn't fix a single major problem with the game, mine personally being the frame drops. In short, if I had to sum up whether or not this update is good or bad, I think the update itself is cool. I like the solo raids, I really do. But the problem is that when you don't fix a lot of problems in the game that have been there for quite a while, any update that you release, no matter how cool it is, if you don't fix those problems, then pretty much all the work that you put into an update, no matter how great it is going to be way down and it's not really going to be looked at because everyone is so worried about the problems that have been in the game for too long. And NetherRealm, right now I'm talking to you, man. Honestly, you kind of blew it. You really did. This is a good update, but it could have been amazing. It could have been the best update in Injustice 2 mobile history. You just needed to fix a couple of bugs and everybody would have been happy. One or two bugs that you could have fixed and given us solo raids on top of that would have made all the difference. But again, all the hard work doesn't matter if you don't fix any core problems when you release a new update. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.